It's red. It means it's actually recording this time.
Good. Hello, everybody.
Hey, it's Craig.
And this is Dan.
And this is our, I guess, our return to PodNyne.
Yeah, hopefully this one records.
No, this one's recording. Red light's on.
Last 3 weeks we've recorded one. No, we've had technical difficulties.
Yeah. So.
Alright, so what am I playing, what am I thinking? I'll start off while you're getting busy. I've been playing Bastion. Trying to bang through Bastion, get you guys a review. It was bought for me courtesy of Craig. Thank you, sir. It's a great game. Hear about it in my review. I've been pretty much playing that. I played a little bit of, I gave a Street Fighter lesson last week, which is cool. I've been playing, I'm thinking. I'm getting excited about Third Strike online. I never was a big Third Strike player. I played a little bit, but I was never super great at it. I'm planning on playing this one a lot. So I started doing research and learning the game. So I'm excited about that.
You've been researching it, like watching videos? Mm-hmm. You're such a fat nerd.
I am.
We're going to talk about that later at the end of the video.
Once I get to rant about that. MastaBeef, punk biatch. Whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much me. Craig, what have you been playing? What are you thinking?
Well, I've been bouncing around. I've been playing, it's fucking hot. I've been playing, No More Heroes Paradise, which came out on Tuesday. Love it. I'll be doing a review for that very soon, because it is actually the same game as the Wii one. It just remixes 1 and 2 together, which I've beaten both already. Playing Mortal Kombat. Playing a lot with DLC characters. I'm trying to break away from it because they're not playable in tournaments as of yet, and I don't think they ever will be.
They probably will be.
I don't know. They're so broken compared to the other characters.
If they do the live patching like they have been doing, then they'll definitely be playable in tournaments.
That's all you play online right now. You play nothing but multiplayer. Yeah, you play nothing but multiplayer.
Every time you get duck sauce from this place, it tastes like fucking soda mixed with sugar.
We should just call it dunk sauce since it has nothing to do with ducks, but it has to do with dunking. Anyways, I've been playing something else. Oh, I played a lot of Guerrilla War this week. I've seriously played about 3 hours of Guerrilla War throughout the week.
I played 3 Adventures of World War yesterday for Nintendo. Anybody who doesn't play that game, go play it because it fucking kicked ass. What, you got snack steak? Is that what this is?
Snack sticks.
That is so BA.
Not only that, I got some cheese.
What the fuck happened?
And I got crackers.
I had Chinese food. I saw an egg roll. That's mine.
Yeah, that is your egg roll. And what have I been thinking? Well, we've got a lot of Borderlands 2 shit that came out.
It's on the cover of Game Informer as well.
Yep, it's on the cover of Game Informer as long as Jesus, as well as more details in the game about that game, mainly about Salvador, who's the character you've been seeing that looks a lot like Brick with a goatee. I'm really getting excited for that game. What I've been thinking. Really? What have I been thinking about this week that's been pissing me off? Go ahead.
Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Voiceover.
What is that? All right. That is horrible. They destroyed it.
Genuinely upset. He is genuinely upset,
dude.
Guys.
I didn't even know. Like,
he used to jerk off to his stuff. He used to hold his Silent Hill while he jerked off. And he went 2 days ago and pulled his reserve totally off the game. He's not even going to buy it.
Yeah, I pulled my reserve completely off the game. And I saw someone get annihilated in the forum because they clearly have never played Silent Hill 2 ever. They're a younger person.
I said what I said.
They said, what do you guys care about the voice acting so much for? Silent Hill's about gameplay. They got destroyed. Like, Silent Hill is not about gameplay. Silent Hill's never been about gameplay, ever.
I knew that even.
It's about story and narrative and atmosphere and the music and blah, blah, blah. And by taking one of them away, you're just completely destroying it. Good news is, though, Silent Hill 3 will be untouched, obviously, except for graphics. So, Silent Hill 3 was a pretty decent game, but 2 was like...
The one where you start off in the mall as the girl?
Yeah. 2 was like the highest that the series ever went, and I'll write more about it. I won't talk because I can take the whole fucking podcast. I'll write more about why. I know exactly why I'll write about it.
Alright, and then I'm going to go into something else that's not really related. I want to give a shout out to SMS. He came to the States. I think he was down in Florida. And he got a hold of his cousin's Xbox, and we played some Marvel. He did pretty good. First game was actually my warm-up game of like a month off of Marvel. I actually won, surprisingly. Then he beat me the second game and the third game, both of which were pretty close, but I started to warm up in a little bit, which I still felt like I was pretty rusty, but and played him in a few more games. He did good. I was glad to actually play with him. He was a good sport. I'm going to give him a couple critiques, just because if I was him, I would want critiques. He did good. He had wicked good Tron combos. Really nice Tron combos, by the way. Two big things that I noticed after playing you a couple games that I was looking out for while playing you was you don't hit confirm your combos often. For instance, with Tron Bomb. A lot of times if I'm in a block string, I won't block push you because I noticed you'd always end with the drill, which leaves you vulnerable, obviously, for an air combo, which you probably found out a couple times. Hey, thanks, dude. In X23, when you were doing your downward claw from the air, I have advantage if you whiff. So I was punishing that as well. But other than that, you did pretty well. I'm proud of you. And it was nice playing with you.
He's got his head turned because there was a tear in his eye.
No tears.
He's proud of you.
But yeah, you've come a long way in that game. And I'm sorry I just used my main team except for the last game. Just because, like I said, I was so rusty at the game I didn't want to look like a scrub. So I just chose my main team. I use a lot of characters. Next time you're in the States, hopefully it'll be around after Ultimate's out, which is why I'm kind of leaning off Marvel right now, because I'm afraid I don't want to get too accustomed to this version. So yeah, shout out to SMS. Good job.
I'm also gonna do a shout out. I'll do one for Fernando from the site. His YouTube name is Gamerplay, and he's going to the Call of Duty XP event on September 1st, and he's gonna be putting up some videos and shit for us from it.
Good stuff.
He also gets a free copy of Modern Warfare 3.
No way.
Hardened Edition, because he paid the $150 to go.
So in reality, he almost went for free, and he just bought a wicked kick-ass collector's edition.
Pretty much. So everybody be looking out for him, and be looking out for the shirt that I'm sending him, because it's going to go up in the store. We were offered to start a shirt store, and probably hat. Gameplay, or Fernando, made a comment about my hats that I wear in every video, not this one, my other hat. He said I should get 9-volt games embroidered on it, and I'm gonna. So yeah, everybody check out Fernando's channel. I'll have it linked below. Watch for it around September 1st, September 2nd. I'm sure he's gonna be posting some awesome videos of whatever the fuck is going on there. I still hate Call of Duty, I don't care.
Right, and then I'm gonna hit real quick a couple of Evo things real quick that I've talked about 3 times already, because we keep losing these podcasts. It's real quick, it's kind of late, but you gotta keep in mind we had technical difficulties 2 weeks in a row. But let's see, Justin Wong underachieved big time in everything. He got 3rd in Marvel, got perfected by PR Balrog, which was pretty crazy, even though PR Balrog's very respectable. Viscant won Marvel decisively. He's a really good player. He kind of seems like a douchebag, though. I wouldn't want to like be his friend.
I'll send this to him.
Let's see. He's really cocky, but whatever.
You are what you eat.
Yeah. Street Fighter. Justin Wong did really shitty. Top 8 wasn't what I expected, really. It was totally dominated by Japanese and Korean players. Only 2 Americans. Flash Metroid and Latif. Props out to him. He did amazing.
He did a really good job.
Daigo got 3rd, which is cool. Highlight of all of Evo was Daigo versus Pungo. Pungo was the Korean champion. They had never met. Pungo had been messing up Japanese players, and Pungo ripped off his shirt, threw it in the crowd, ripped off his badge, threw it in the crowd, pounded a Red Bull, and got it all over his face and everything, then sat down and beat Daigo 4 rounds in a row, the last one being a perfect, which was freaking insane. It was wicked hype. So that was Evo in a nutshell.
I want to stress too, because I've been trying to say it for like 3 weeks. If you're gonna watch anything from Evo, watch the finals of Super Street Fighter 4. Watch it. And watch it where it shows them and the screen, not just the screen, because you slowly see a human being break down. Because Latif just goes from one position to another position to another after he loses. But definitely check it out. It was really good. All the finals were really good.
Dude, all of Evo was really good.
Yeah, Evo was really good. Evo got 2 million viewers, right? A little over 2 million viewers.
At one time, I think.
Yep. And no, I think they just said 2 million tuned in, but that means TV people will be looking into picking up Evo next year, which would be awesome.
You're telling me? Home slice? Survive a hardline internet connection now.
So that's definitely a good thing.
Let's see. Today I have an artist dropping off the painting that I've been talking about. I'm going to do an interview with him, hopefully chuck it on the site tonight or tomorrow. Red light's still on, that's good.
I keep looking at it.
Now let's talk about...
Close.
MastaBeef.
Yeah, MastaBeef. You stupid little bitch.
Exactly.
This kid said... This kid tried... Alright, let's start it off from the beginning. If in case you don't want to go back through our videos, because it is back like 20 videos. Dan did a Super Street Fighter AE review. Alright? And so far this was only between me and him. Because he said something about Dan using technical terms in Street Fighter, which if you're a competitive player, or you like to be competitive with it, and you want to step up your game, you should know the terms. Dan used some of the terms. FADC.
FADC and DP.
And DP. Dragon Punch.
But DP isn't really necessarily Dragon Punch. I mean, it's abbreviated for Dragon Punch, but in Street Fighter, DP is a reference to any move that is done on Wake Up that uses that motion. Or even not in Wake Up, just that uses that motion. Any move that uses that motion is considered a DP.
Yeah.
So, it's not like I could say Dragon Punch, because I don't know the context I used it in. I might have said, it might have been a Dragon Punch, but it might not have even been technically a Dragon Punch.
Whatever. Anyways, this kid wrote something about, he didn't even know what FADC was, and telling Dan to stop talking like a pro and blah, blah, blah. So I told him, what did I tell him? I told him, like, technically, you play Street Fighter 4 sight. You're more of a pro than he thinks.
And I've played pros.
Yeah, and he's played pros. And he's played in tournaments. So, basically, I told him nicely, too. And he's fired back.
And I have won Street Fighter tournaments as well.
Yeah. He fired back with calling us fat nerds.
Fat nerds.
He called us fat nerds. And, what else?
He said
he could beat Dan in a fighting game. So then I tried to get him to stop by doing another polite thing, and I basically told him, like, look, I'm not Dan, blah, blah, blah. You know.
But he made me mad.
Obviously you have a social issue. Maybe he's, I don't know, handicapped. I don't know.
But he made me mad.
But then he went back at Dan.
I'm not a real internet-y type of guy, so I don't really know how to deal with trolls. I get really offended. So I don't care that he called me a fat nerd, because obviously he's not very intelligent at that aspect. But I did get offended when he said he could beat me at any game, fighting game, which was funny to me because he's 19 years old. And I've been playing fighting games since before he was born at a semi-high level. So, that offended me. So, I called him out. And I was really pretty disrespectful. I said, see if I could paraphrase what I said. I said, let me see. First off, DP was used as a term in Street Fighter 2, which was out before you were born. Also, the likeliness of your young ass beating me in any fighting game is next to none, since I've also been playing them since before you were born. And if you think I am a fat nerd, you can do a little bit of research and look me up on Facebook and try not to bust in your pants when you see my wife. And then I said, and if you have trouble finding me, then you can ask a second grader to help you. He rebutted with, I'm not going to look at your fat wife, which my wife weighs 110 pounds. And
in no way, shape, or form can someone call your wife fat.
And her breasts weigh 10 of those pounds. So yeah, she's a 0% fat. And then he said, and what do you, some kind of, what do you call it? A
pedo, but he spelled it P-E-A, like a delicious
like a dough made out of the vegetable.
A pedo.
But, because I referred him to a second grader, and that was only insulting his intelligence, because obviously he doesn't have the likeliness to look at our video list and see that we are pretty damn near bulimic, anorexic, Ethiopian, whatever. So then he said I wouldn't have the balls to say it to his face in real life, but that's where I was like, all right, you don't know me, kid. Period, because anybody who knows me knows that I would definitely say it to his face. But I'd probably say it with my knuckles. Either way, it's not even worth it. Plus, I wouldn't want to fly to England to punch your little girly ass in the face, because you say you're 19, which probably means you're 15.
Yeah.
Which probably means over here that I'd go to jail.
Yeah.
But also.
But hey, if you're watching this, keep feeding the troll, because I know places tell you not to, and definitely don't do it if you ever get it at the website. But on YouTube, go right ahead.
Also,
the more he comes back, the more hits.
Yeah, do us a favor, if you guys. Oh yeah, here's the thing. If you have ever challenged me or played me in any fighting game, go on his website. Go on his quote at the Street Fighter Arcade Edition review. The beef. What is it? The
MastaBeef.
MastaBeef.
It's right at the top.
Thumbs down his comment if you've ever played me, and I am no slouch. If you agree that I am no slouch, and that I'm not a pushover. But either way, he challenged me in a game of Street Fighter 2 HDR, which, by the way, Mr. Smartass, HDR. What does that mean? Oh my God! We put it into Google Engine in 3 seconds to tell you what it means. We use some terminology that everybody knows.
On top of that, if you'd like to play games with us, just politely ask.
Yeah,
we'll probably play with you.
Yeah. We're nice.
I have plenty of friends on my PlayStation Network that have friended me from here, and guess what? I play with them.
Well, let me tell you something also. There's probably been about 10 trolls just like you who said just like you, well, they could take me, and then played me, and guess what? The comments stopped.
Yeah.
Why? Because, like I said in the comment to you, if you talk shit and I crush you, you look like a moron.
Yeah. Don't talk about how great you are without proving it. It's not very becoming of you. And if you do, and you challenge Dan, he'll be coming all over you.
Yes. At least peeing on you.
Yeah.
Which is another Street Fighter term. Let me tell you, so you don't have to put in your Google engine and hurt your computer. Peeing is a slang word for getting a perfect. And after I beat you, I guarantee you'll be salty, which is another term, which means to be very upset after a loss, aka sore loser. I'm also planning on making a Street Fighter for retarded people that aren't actually.
It's all right.
All right. Street Fighter for Retards video where I'm going to explain everything that is so damn simple that everybody should already know, for the sole purpose that when I have a knucklehead like you who obviously has never played more than 5 minutes of Street Fighter come on a website and say, what does that mean? To be like, look at this video, and it will explain everything, young man. Go get your mom to change your diaper and then sit down for 20 minutes and watch it. Because I'm going to teach you how to throw a light punch.
What are you, pedo?
A light punch, which, by the way, in the fighting game community is considered a jab.
All right. Well, let's just might as well say this too. Dan's gonna have his own channel. Actually, by the time I put this up, I will be able to link it on here.
Sweet.
I'll also say it in the other video I'm gonna do tonight. Dan's gonna have his own channel now, and so that way, people of you who have actually contacted me and said that your channel's confusing as fuck because we don't know if we're here for fighting games or remakes or blah blah blah. We're gonna have it split down the middle, and this channel will be for PodNyne and pretty much anything that pertains to article on the site. And Dan's will be for fighting games and his reviews. You gonna eat that? Alright. Alright. I think we're good though. I think you're good.
That was disgusting.
Alright, so thank you guys for watching, and we'll have a new one next week.
Yes, we should.
Next week we'll make it number 12. You know what that means?
We have a season.
That's a full fucking season. Alright.
You can order the DVD on www. Just joking.
No DVD of this. Maybe one day.
Maybe MP3.
Yeah. Alright. Thank you guys.
Peace.